Okay, I feel like I want to just add a little empty spot before I go to work. I have a little bit more time, but I do have to get up and start getting going for the day. So I see some of the drawings so far. You watched me drawing this one and this one. And I feel like I want to add a little something to this empty spot. So I'm going to try and draw Tim as a kid from memory. Because I did a sketch, but I didn't do any color to it. I want to see if I can get a color in version of Tim. So Kid Timmy's more with a round head, like so. Ear to the side, like so. Sometimes have his sleeve looking like this. I know his shapes by now. The hands don't get to go very further for, I'm sorry. At least adult Timmy doesn't have to deal with me drawing really bad hands for him. I have to do reference for that one, but this is more like drawing Timmy from memory. His head's sort of got the whole round shape here, except here is when they start. I have to draw his little cap. But yeah, it looks like when he becomes an adult, he gives up the whole cap entirely. So I'm hoping he gave it to Perry as a little memento for him when he got to a certain age and let Perry have it. I wonder if Perry still has it somewhere. That's just theories. You know, the way how the show's drawn, it's very simple. So if you want to try drawing in the show, it's very simple shapes. They do like what the old cartoon style sort of has, where you do shapes and stuff. Like old cartoon characters have like a shapes that they build in for them. And Timmy's is pretty simple. Well, this is Butch then, Butch Humpton style, I suppose. But also I had an art book to try and figure out their shapes. And he's got really big eyes because he's a kid. So when your character's a kid, they always give him such big eyes. And I'm gonna make him. Tim's fairies all look like Navi, like Oh, I forgot that gaming series. I know I played a few bits with a friend of mine. But I'm just gonna make them all look really tiny here. Because I just feel like it would be so cute. Alright, there we go. Timmy there. Just gotta do his eyebrows, and yeah, I think I really know how to draw Tim. Oh gosh. Huh. This came better than I expected. Anyway, now let's see if we can add in a little bit of color. I don't have my pencils on me at the moment, and I don't think I have that much time. But what we're gonna do, I got my pen of brown. This is a brown colored pen, so we're gonna use that for the eyebrows and the hair. Maybe just a little bit of his hair sticking up there. Just be a bit creative, not look exactly the same. Yeah. A few mistakes here and there, but I think we're going well. He's got a hairstyle similar to Cosmo more than his own dad. I think Timmy prefers that because, let's just face it, his parents are kind of dumb. Like, who let his parents be parents? I think they, like, from some of the episodes, like, I've been rewatching season 7, and I'm starting to realize, even some of the earlier ones, too, like how negative Timmy came about was their fault as well, technically. They had to make him go to parenting classes. I'm wondering, they should have made him go to parenting classes more often, not just, like, once. I think Timmy's parents should have gone more often. Because then they would start realizing they are very shitty parents. Like, they didn't care about his schoolwork in the right ways. Like, and they left him with a babysitter and they went on holiday way too often. Just saying. They were not very decent parents. I would not have left my kids with them. Let me see. Okay, and we definitely need some pink. Let's wonder. It's a very simple drawing, but I might put these two to my YouTube, but I don't know if they'll do well because I have posted other drawings where I drawn Timmy. But I didn't do any color, it was just sketch drawings. That did sort of alright, but I think people are getting sick of all my fellow parents' content, but this one's definitely more in the style. to get the blue eyes in there in a minute, too. Just a little bit for the wings, for the areas. I just want to make them a little bit bluish. I have to draw my fairly beeping fuzzball face in there sometimes, because otherwise people won't know this is my stuff. It's one of my key traits to putting into things. Tim's little fairies there. I have to do a bit more sketching in places. His pants are sort of like a dark black blue. I've done him, so I'm going to use a pen. Got my adult Timmy here too already. But if he's in Wishology or the new Wish series, I think they start adding people to the character's eyes in that series. They only ever gave it to the fairies in the original series, which is a bit interesting. Alright, and anyway, so we're adding in... Sorry, anyway, going away. And I'm like saying, I don't think Timmy's a bad kid. It's just that he's dealing with a lot of, like, seriously, he's dealing a lot more than Hazel. But, I mean, Hazel deserves her fairies for a different way, because her problems are more, like, Timmy his were very obvious to everyone, especially now. Like, when the show first started, my gosh, there was something some people probably overlooked a lot because they said it's just a cartoon, but there was a lot of things Timmy's parents did that they should not have. They were bad parents. Like, and the only reason Timmy was, like, at the time, because he was a kid, not realizing his parents kind of sucked. I don't even think Warner and Cosmo even paid attention to that until... It's not until, like, he's a teenager that it starts dawning on him, like... Or at least till season 7, it starts dawning on Timmy that his parents are not exactly great. Because it takes a while for someone to realize that they're getting abused. Sometimes you don't realize. And Timmy, especially for kids, like, it's their parents. They won't always realize that it's not them. They're not a bad kid. It's just their parents kind of suck. And being as Timmy's definitely a millennial, it's a lot of us are starting to realize, yeah, our parent... Well, my mom was great. My dad was a bit of a gray area. Like... My mom did the best she could, and I could tell that. Like, some limited of what she understood. But, I swear my dad was not exactly great, and so I could sort of see Timmy just having cut off his actual parents. Doesn't care about them, let them go off on vacation, all he cares. He doesn't want anything to do with them because he's starting to realize when he becomes a teenager/adult that his parents kind of suck. They were very bad parents. Just saying. They were very, very bad parents. And I think a lot of the fandom agrees with me because technically his parents sucked. They sucked the balls. They were not nice. They were very self-absorbed. I mean, there were times where in some of the episodes they did show they cared, but it was like they had to do a lot of bullshittery first. Sorry for swearing, but like they did a lot of, like, half the time, like, you would, like, part of you wanted to say, like, are you sure you actually cared about Timmy? Because half the time you only cared about him like an afterthought. Is what I wanted to say to Timmy's parents sometimes. Like the whole mom episode. Like, yes, I know it was meant to be to teach kids that our moms are working very hard. But like half the time, one time when Tim's dad was like not graduating high school, the mom, instead of wanting to go and get a work, like a job, she was like, no, Tim... You go get a job then if your father doesn't finish graduating school. And I'm like, what kind of mother does that to a 10-year-old? I mean, like, seriously, no one would hire a 10-year-old for very many job reasons. They only start hiring someone when they're a teenager, not when they're 10. There's laws against that. There was a lot of child abuse going on with Tim's parents. Like, I swear half the time I think they only wanted to have a kid was just to do what they think all married couples were supposed to do. It doesn't prove that they're good parents or like good husband and wife.